Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Kennels in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I am so excited to introduce for the first time a stunning mini tricolor Bernedoodle girl we have for sale. This is Miss Orange of Hannah and Zacchaeus' litter. She was born January 17th. So she's been showing her personality the last couple weeks. To give them a couple weeks to give us her normal and her natural personality. Her Recherche score is 876. 8 being that she is very dependent. She's one of the most dependent girls in her litter. First to come, last to leave our side. She adores to be held, loves to be with people. She's very friendly. She's a 7 out of 10 on activity. That means she is outgoing. She is playful. She's not out of control and hyper, but she's definitely not calm and laid back and lazy. She will play. She has a very balanced personality there. She is confident. She's 6 out of 10. She's not, again, the most confident girl, but she's also not shy or timid. She is naturally submissive, sensitive, but she's not, having major issues with fear. She's near perfectly balanced there. She is a beautiful girl. This is the most desired but most difficult color to produce. This is only our second ever tricolor Mini-Bernedoodle litter. We've been trying to produce this for years, and this is Zacchaeus' second litter, and every puppy so far has been tricolor. It has the brown, the beautiful brown, the black, and the white, which is so difficult to produce. Size-wise, it's always difficult to estimate the size. The mom is 78 pounds, but the dad is only 13 pounds. And so this is about as small as F1 Bernedoodle litter you'll get, and that's by far the best, I believe. You want to get a Bernedoodle with as much Bernese Mountain Dog. You can get a dog smaller, but you have to breed it with another poodle, and then you're going to have a 75% poodle, 25% Bernese Mountain Dog. But she is going to be our best guess, is 20 up to 35 pounds. Again, that is a little bit of a guess because you don't know whether she's going to take after her mother or her father. But she is small. She's one of the smaller puppies in her litter. In fact, I think she's the second smallest puppy in the entire litter. So I think we're pretty confident with that 20 to 35 pound range. But do realize that she could get 40 pounds. You don't know exactly. That's our best guess. Now, she's able to go home after graduating either Puppy Academy, which is training till 12 weeks of age. That's April 9th. The second training level is our most popular training program called Canine College, training till 16 weeks of age, which is March 7th. Now, it's the most popular training program because one, she'll have all of her shots. You don't have to quarantine them. Secondly, her potty training. They'll be able to hold the restroom twice as long at 16 weeks than at 12 weeks. And the biggest reason people choose Canine College is their obedience commands. They grow the most between the ages of 10 and 16 weeks of age, so many times they're up to 3 times better obedience trained. The third train level is Master's Program. That's training till 20 weeks of age. That's June 4th. And the fourth train level is Doggy Doctor. It's training till 6 months of age, and that is July 17th. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of Hannah and Zacchaeus. If you actually click on those pictures, it's a video where I summarize each of the parents. You'll notice there's 2 things that make us different from any other Bernedoodle breeder in the world. The first thing is the quality of our parents. I don't think you'll find another breeder that even comes close to the quality of the pedigree of the mom and dad. Both parents have all of their health clearances. Both parents come from generations of health clearances, and every one of our Bernese Mountain Dogs are imported in from Europe because they have the greatest genetic diversity and they live longer than the average 6 years that an American Bernese Mountain Dog lives. The second thing that makes us different is the Puppy Training Institute. Every one of our puppies goes home with at least 250 all-inclusive hours of training. So what I want to do is to summarize that Puppy Training Institute. We obviously can't show her off because she's just starting training, but we'll show off some of our regular graduates. If you do want to learn what every training level, the difference is, go to our Puppy Training Institute page. I have a video where I summarize every program, and I show puppies that have graduated that program. But right now, I'll summarize the entire program, and I'll come back and let you know what you need to do if you want to reserve Miss Orange. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do canine good citizen. They're all very good trainers. And we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Karandakot. You will definitely want to buy a Karandakot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20+ people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Miss Orange, read through this entire page. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of her. Right above those most recent pictures are her prices for each training level. Now, some people have a hard time finding the prices. So in this video, we're gonna show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video are not necessarily her prices. You do need to look at her page. And then right below this video, there's a link. It says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to visit Miss Orange of Hannah and Zacchaeus' litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.